No, not professional.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
You don't see your head.
No? It's okay.
So.
Yeah, but yet no, that's a bad view. You have to go down like this.
Yeah, but then you're here. This is not in.
So Vikko and I today decided to take the bikes out because the weather's so nice. So maybe we'll show you a little bit around Düsseldorf. We're gonna ride our bikes to the city and then back home again. Let's
and
go.
have some beers.
You can have beer.
Whitney, what's up? Duo with the Whitney hoe. She's not a hoe, she's a nice person. The nicest person you would ever meet. Creative, good looking, awesome wife, awesome parent, whatever. Bye bye.
We made it downtown now, or not downtown, but to the Altstadt, and now it's the Kirmes heute. Not so full yet, but I think later it's going to be full of people.
You have to know when you go in the evening time to the ferry, drowned. Crazy shit. A lot of drunk people, but it's fun as all.
So we're back home now. It was a pretty long bike ride, about 40 kilometers on. So it was a pretty fun little outing for us. In the kitchen now, and I think because I have a pretty busy week this week and I'm going to be traveling a little bit for work, I would like to make some snacks to take with me. So I'm going to make protein balls again. I know if you guys watched one of my California vlogs, I already did a protein ball recipe. But this time I'm going to do nut-free protein balls. I think I'm going to do a chocolate version and a spirulina version. So I'm going to do like black balls like Ami Song posts on her Instagram all the time. And I'm going to do like a green spirulina one that's going to look really cool. I don't know if it'll taste really cool. I hope so. Okay, so for the base of any protein balls that I make, I usually take dates, and those are the ones I just get from Aldi. And then I always use a vanilla-based protein powder just because vanilla goes with everything. I always use this one from NutriPlus Germany. It's the best vegan protein that I've tried thus far, and it tastes good and it goes good with everything. So I'm going to use that for these as well. For the chocolate black protein balls, I'm going to use some cacao powder, some organic cacao powder. And for the green spirulina ones, I have some organic spirulina powder. And to kind of tie everything all together, I'm going to use shredded coconut or desiccated coconut flakes. And then for a little bit of fiber, I'm going to also add some chia seeds. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my dates, and so that they're a lot easier on my food processor, I'm going to cut them up and boil them in hot water so that they soften up a little bit. And I'm really using almost the entire pack, like there's not that much left in here. So this is what I'm working with. Just gonna cut some up, and while I'm doing this, I have some water boiling on the stove. While my water is boiling up, I'm going to go ahead and make like the base for both, which is going to be coconut oil and mine. Because it's so hot today, it's already a pretty good consistency for mixing. So I'm going to start with that. Okay, my water is finally boiling now, so actually I'm just going to turn this off. Can I do this with one hand? One of these. Oh, I can do it. I'm gonna make it. Oh. Now that I have my boiling water, I'm going to carefully drop the dates in here. And I'm just gonna let those sit for, they really only need 10 minutes. I know a lot of people say that you should let them sit for like a couple hours, but they really don't need that long. 10 minutes is fine. So I'm gonna let them sit for 10 minutes. That is happening. I'm gonna go ahead and start the base more or less for each one, because then I think I'm gonna mix the pureed dates in so that the consistency doesn't get too watery. So I have 2 bowls here, and this is about how much I'm working with coconut oil. So I always eyeball all my recipes, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 large spoonfuls in there, and 1, 2, 3 large spoonfuls in here. I'm gonna take my protein powder, and I'm going to add about, I think 1.5 scoops into each. And then in one batch, I'm going to add the cacao powder. So I'm going to add, and I mean, you really want a lot because you want it to soak up the coconut oil. And I don't really have that much left in here, so I think I'm just going to use it all up. And I'm going to add my spirulina powder. So be really careful with spirulina powder, you guys. It stains everything. So just be really careful whatever you put it on, even when you're opening the bag. And I really think that maybe 1 big scoop like this will go a long way. Start stirring this up, and it should, like, this will almost look like a brownie consistency most likely. So spirulina is actually really, really good for you. It's one of the most protein intense plants in the plant kingdom, I learned. So because I'm vegan and I need to make sure I'm getting my protein in, this is a really, really, really good opportunity. Now to just add some fiber and also a little bit of a more binding agent into the mix, I'm going to add the chia seeds that I showed earlier. I'm just going to eyeball it there, eyeball it here. Okay, that's it. And actually the spirulina one doesn't feel as thick as the cacao mixture, so I'm going to add more protein powder in there, which will probably make it taste better anyway, because spirulina by itself is not like the tastiest thing, I would say. So I'm gonna add 1 more big scoop of vanilla protein there. So I'm just gonna take my dates. Oh, can I do this with one hand? I think so. And I'm going to strain them. Now I know a lot of people save their date water, but I don't really need it for anything right now, so I'm going to opt out for that. Okay, this is by far not the most fanciest food processor. It's literally, it's an antique almost. It's my mother-in-law's from probably the 80s or whatever, but it works so good. I use this thing every day. It doesn't break. I can always count on it, and I can put it through the ringer with ice cubes, frozen fruit. It's really cool. And it's very simple to use. Like I said, every day. So, it's ready. Add a little bit of water because it's really like not wanting to move. A little bit. This consistency looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it in with my 2 already pre-made batches. I'm going to eyeball it and take about half and mix it into the brownie one. Sorry, brownie one, the cacao one. Other half and mix it in. You can see the consistency thickening up quite a lot, which is good. Probably could have used more dates, but I think it's okay because the coconut's gonna come in and really like be another binding agent to get this all meshing together. Okay, so I have 2 types of coconut flakes. I have these coconut flakes, which are like more thick in consistency. I don't know if you can see how thick those are. And then I also have really fine shredded coconut flakes, which are more for like the outer decoration, so I'll use those in a little bit. But for now, I'm gonna take the really thick desiccated coconut and I'm gonna add it to the mixture. Gonna use the rest of the contents in my bag. Like once you add the coconut flakes, they also take up a little bit of moisture, and it's like it's getting pretty solid right now. This one actually needs a little bit more coconut, I think, and because I don't have any more coconut flakes, I'm gonna add some of the finely shredded coconut. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of set up a rolling prep station. So I have a container to put my balls in once they're done. And I have a bowl that I'm gonna roll them in with the coconut and the mix. So I usually take, I don't know, about like that much in a spoonful. You can make them as big or as small as you want. It really doesn't matter. Like I like making a medium size and just kind of form them into a ball as such. Then roll them in the coconut and then place it in there. And this will really take a while to do all of them. You don't have to be perfect at all. Okay, so I finished rolling all the balls, and that mixture made, I think, 12 balls all in all. And I actually ran out of coconut flakes, so I think for the cacao mix, I'm gonna have to roll them in nuts, even though I said this was a nut-free recipe, but I have to think on my toes. So I actually have some granulated almonds that I'm gonna use to top these and bind them together. I know I broke my promise that it would be nut-free, but I mean, this is real life, so I have to use what I have around. Okay, this has like totally saved me now, so I have granulated almonds from the grocery store. I'm going to use those as like my binding agent for the chocolate ones. Cacao mixture, and just the same thing. I'm going to make a medium-sized ball and roll it. And the almonds, you kind of have to press them in to make them stick a little bit better. One's a little bit bigger, but I'm really just eyeballing it. And like I said, like I don't really use any recipes for my cooking baking. I just watch a lot of other tutorials and what other people have done, and I just really eyeball it. Okay, so this mixture ended up making about 11 balls, and I made them quite big, so I could have divvied it up a lot more and ended up with like 20, but that's okay, I just winged it. Okay, so the next step would be to pop these in the freezer. Oh, I hope these will fit. These fit up here. Perfect. Pop those in the freezer. Wait about probably 15 minutes just to let them harden up a little bit, and then they'll be ready. Okay, so I've had these in the freezer now for about 15-20 minutes, and they are pretty firm. The coconut oil hardens up pretty quickly, so I think they're done. And now I think it's time for a taste test. It's so hot, I already had to change into my pajamas, and oh, I already got a little bit of sunburn today. Not good. Let's go ahead and try these. So this is the spirulina ball. These are actually really good. You don't really get that much hint of the spirulina because the vanilla protein powder is kind of masking it a lot, which is nice. Okay, now it's time to try the cacao ones that I used with nuts. Sorry about that, but they look really good. Here we go. These are really good too. It tastes like a brownie. Oh my goodness. Very, very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little protein ball tutorial. I swear in the future I'll do a little bit more baking tutorials. Protein balls are just the easiest thing you can make, and I literally make them all the time because it's just a great snack to have on hand when you need something really quick, or when you have a sweet tooth. It's a pretty healthy alternative to a lot of the processed food that's on the market right now. They are vegan, they are totally dairy free, they're soy free. These ones are completely nut free, but you can make them nut free. Obviously I wanted to, I didn't get to, maybe next time. So it's pretty late now. I think it's about time to close out the vlog. I know this was really random. I have a lot of vlogs planned for the upcoming future, so please stay tuned to my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can be updated on newer vlogs that I post. Thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. Peace out. Bye.